what has fascinated me in working with Lyle and meeting with him is the interaction that we've had, because I'm very interested in new developments in how we understand the brain. And he's been very eager and facile with these ideas and trying to apply learning about what may seem like obscure parts of the brain, the amygdala, the insula. How do we make sense of that for real people in their daily lives? How does that affect moral development? And at least in the one project that we've been talking about recently, to really apply that in terms of dealing with ordinary personality and personnel problems that come up in a complicated work setting. And what's been exciting is to then hear feedback, as we've talked about this, is how do people deal with this when they're being faced with making some decisions on their own, to relook at the templates that are being given to them by their families, by their history, to relook at that and try to make it make more sense, and in essence to kind of distill some of that enlightening experience that Lyle had when he was in a much tougher corporate setting, you might say, and incarcerated. He was able to come alive, and I think what I see him as being able to do is to encourage other people to do that too. So you've worked 20 years in a social service organization and some other kind of company, and you're tired of working with the same people, and you have some of your own life problems, and you can just muddle through and keep on having problems, or is there a way to become more aware of yourself, of that world around you, and how you're interacting, what you think maybe are unwritten rules, but they're written pretty hard on your brain, and what choice do you have to make some different choices? And I think he's both inspiring, but there's a lot of inspiring speakers out there, but what Lyle brings to it is really a real depth of thought, and that ability to come to someone like myself and really learn about what's new in neuropsychiatry and what we're understanding about regions of the brain. How can we really translate that? And I think he's making sense of things at a deep enough level that really catches a lot of people's attention. And I think so it's not just that inspiration and becoming enlightened, but having a real knowledge base that connects to that I think is very powerful.